Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from the YMCA on Huntington Avenue in Boston, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of today's high school varsity boys basketball contest between the visiting Griffins of the Cambridge School of Weston and the hosting Newman School Cardinals. It's a special day for Newman today. Today is their senior day game where they will be honoring their two boys basketball seniors, Vion Alexis and Pasha Poliansky. They'll be taking on a tough opponent today, Cambridge School of Weston, the top seed in the Massachusetts Bay Independent League Division II with a strong record of 11 wins and 3 losses. Newman, I think I heard, currently the 4 seed with a record of 4-6 so far. They faced off earlier this season back on December 13th as part of the CSW Griffin Goblet Tournament, where the Griffins defeated the Cardinals by a final score of 51-34. So Newman will certainly be hoping for a better result today. Once again, thank you folks for tuning in. If you end up enjoying this live stream, I encourage you to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you know of any Newman or CSW fans that you think might want to tune in and watch this broadcast, then I encourage you to send them the link to this live stream. This is publicly available to anybody just about anywhere, anywhere that's got a Wi-Fi connection. And as always, I encourage audience participation in the live chat here on YouTube. If there's anything you'd like to say, whether it, be something as simple as go Newman or go CSW, no matter who it is that you're rooting for, we always appreciate fans bringing the good vibes and showing their support in the live chat during these broadcasts. And if you want to give a shout out to a specific player, maybe you're tuning in to watch a family member or a friend, you can give them a shout out in the live chat. Or if you want to, say where you're tuning in from. Sometimes it's fun to hear about folks tuning in from different states or even different countries to watch these broadcasts. On the more important side, if you notice any technical difficulties with the live stream, whether the Wi-Fi connection's cutting out and the video's getting choppy, or if there's something going on with my audio, and it's not coming through clearly or something like that, you never know. It may be something that I don't notice on my end, and it might be something that's an easy fix. So if you notice something, speak up and say something. And then, of course, if I am messing up the pronunciation of any players' names on either team, I always encourage folks to correct me and give me the proper pronunciation in the live chat. I'm not a proud man. I have no problem with being corrected. And you're actually doing me a favor, because then I don't have to worry about whether or not my first guess on a player's pronunciation is correct. I know I've got it right after I've been corrected. And on that note, let's take a look at the rosters coming into today's game. We'll start with the visiting Griffins of the Cambridge School of Weston over here on our left with their white jerseys and blue jersey numbers. Going in order of jersey number for CSW, first off we have number 1, Nathan New. Next, number 2, Brendan Flores. Number 3, Sam Kukler. Number 5, Manny Cabana. Number 10, Thomas Chen. Number 11, Ryan Junaidi. Number 12, Siki Wang. Number 15, Gabe Oxenberg. Number 22, Mac Beatty. Number 25, Dingjia Xiao. Number 34, Juntao Yi. Number 42, Owen Ward. And number 50, Pharrell Chen. Head coach of the Cambridge School of Weston boys basketball team is Bobby Savino. So that was the roster for CSW. Now let's move over to our right and take a look at the hosting Newman School Cardinals. Newman wearing their black jerseys with white jersey numbers and red outlines today. Going in order of jersey number for Newman, first off we have number 4, Emile Dejean. Next, number 10, Staten Rhodes DePalm. Number 11, senior Vion Alexis. Number 12, Josh Hartman. Number 14, Abby Dagu. Number 20, Eli Litton. Number 25, Kelvin Habibi. And number 32, senior Pasha Polyansky. Head coach of the Newman School boys basketball team is Mark Zacco. So those are our rosters coming into this one. We got our first note in the live chat from Jim Hartman saying, thanks again, Jesse, for your broadcast. Looking forward to you calling the game. Thanks so much, Jim, and thanks for tuning in once again. I hope you enjoy the game. The captains meeting at center floor for pregame discussions with the officials. Vion Alexis and Pasha Polyansky representing Newman. They're at center floor. Representing CSW, I think I see number 5, Manny Cabana, and number 3, Sam Kukler. As you can see from the scoreboard cam in the bottom left corner of your screen, you can see on the scoreboard we got about 4 minutes left on the pregame clock as we're going to be starting a little earlier than usual. This game's slated for a 3:30 p.m. start, but we're going to have some pregame ceremonies for Senior Day today, starting at 3:25 as Newman will be honoring their 2 seniors, Vion Alexis and Pasha Polyansky. Polyansky, in his 3rd year as a member of the boys basketball team, after coming here to Boston from Ukraine. Been such a valuable member of the team, especially down in the post. His size and his strength down low has been a big asset for Newman throughout his career. And then Vion Alexis, a 4-year varsity starter, and the very first Newman student athlete that I have covered for all 4 seasons of his high school career. As I first started covering Newman boys basketball back in the 2021 to 22 season, and now here we are 3 years later with Alexis and Polyansky set to be honored here for Senior Day. And of course, Newman fans, be sure to tune in once again tomorrow as I will have the Newman girls basketball Senior Day game tomorrow back here at the Y. Set for a 3:30 p.m. start, but probably a 3:25 pregame ceremony for them as well for their Senior Day game, as the Cardinals girls basketball team will be hosting the Mermaids of Commonwealth School. Originally, the Newman girls were going to be playing on Thursday against the Waring School Wolfpack, but then they had to move the game from Thursday to Wednesday, and then it turned out that Waring couldn't play at all as their team had a bad flu outbreak. And fortunately, Newman's next door neighbor school, Commonwealth, was able to fit them into their schedule for tomorrow. So be sure to stay tuned for that one as well. The last minute ticking away on the pregame clock as the teams finish their warm-ups, head to their respective benches. We will soon have our pregame senior day ceremony, followed by the first of two 16-minute halves here in this ball game. Once the ceremony starts, I'll switch from my headset mic to my camera's mic to better capture that. Looks like the ceremony is about to begin as Newman Athletic Director Colin Richardson looks like he's going to be the first to address the crowd. I'm going to switch over to my camera mic now. Colin Richardson looks like he's going to be the first to address the crowd. I'm going to switch over to my camera mic now.
All right. Thank you for coming, everybody, to our boys' senior night. Really appreciate you all coming out here to celebrate that. We're going to start with some student speeches. I'm going to have our head coach, Matt Norelli, introduce them. We'll have an underclassman speak about the senior. After the senior speech, we'll ask family, friends to come out for a photo. Then we'll do our other senior, and then we'll start the game. So appreciate you all coming out today. It's a pleasure to meet you guys this year. First up, we have Josh Hartman talking about now. Yeah.
Leon, thank you for always being a great teammate, friend, and fellow peer. You consistently have a smile on your face, and I really appreciate how you keep the attitude positive during practice and games. You participate in all the sports with me every season, and we have had many friendly battles because I admire your competitive energy. I wish you all the best wherever the future takes you. Thank you for being a great friend of the team there.
Go and jump in this photo with him, and I'll take a photo for you all, and then we'll send it to you. Next up, we got Stephen talking about possible.
Dear Basha, the past few years have been amazing having you on the team as our big man. Having you on the team brings a vibe that no one else can. And we're able to be funny remarks, crazy passes, or you provide a great foundation for our team. You're never afraid to voice out how you feel or give your opinion. You're always trying to make sure that you're heard. You never try to bring others down. You try to set up the team for success no matter what the situation is. We wish you good luck on your future. And have a good one, Josh. Hey.
All right, that was the pregame senior day ceremony honoring Newman School seniors Vion Alexis and Pasha Polyansky. As we heard from Athletic Director Colin Richardson, head boys basketball coach Pat Morelli. I had the head coach wrong in my opening rosters there, my mistake. And then we also heard from some teammates, Josh Hartman honoring Vion Alexis, and Staten Rhodes DePalm honoring Pasha Polyansky. Now here we go as we get ready to start this ball game. 16 minutes on the clock for the first half. For Newman, their starting lineup: Emile Dejean, Kelvin Habibi, Josh Hartman, and the two seniors, Vion Alexis and Pasha Polyansky. For CSW, I see number 3, Sam Kukler, number 11, Ryan Junaidi, number 5, Manny Cabana, number 15, Gabe Oxenberg, and one more I can't quite see. Here we go, opening tip underway, and it's recovered by number 2, Brendan Flores. The Griffins will get the first possession, and an errant pass flies out of bounds, and Newman will get the ball. Kelvin Habibi will be bringing it up for Newman, but facing a potential double team as he heads towards the half-court line. Has to float it across to Alexis. Alexis trying to fight through. Kicks to the corner to Polyansky. Polyansky throws it up top to Hartman. Hartman starting to drive, hits a wall, looking around, pass out to Alexis. Alexis weaving through, lost the ball, drove into a sea of defenders, and it was knocked loose. Recovered by number 11, Ryan Junaidi. Gives it back to Sam Kukler. Kukler swings it over to number 15, Gabe Oxenberg. Oxenberg throws it over to Cabana. Cabana miscommunicates with Oxenberg. Another errant pass by the Griffins, their second straight turnover, and Newman gets the ball right back. Alexis over to Hartman. Inside misses Polyansky. Miscommunication is problem numero uno for both sides here in the opening possessions. Flores bringing it up for CSW, swings it over to Kukler. Kukler to Cabana. Cabana hands off. Flores runs in, extra pass, and it's Manny Cabana with the game's first bucket. A brilliant extra pass from Brendan Flores to set up that layup. Now Newman trying to answer. Polyansky in the corner, throws it across, finds Hartman. Hartman across the top, throws inside, gets to Polyansky just barely. Up top now to Alexis. Alexis swings it over to Hartman on the wing. Hartman runs down baseline, jumper, rolls in. Made him wait for that result, but Josh Hartman does get the first points of the day for Newman, and we're tied at 2. Flores to Kukler. Kukler looking around over to Cabana. Cabana running in. Shot won't go, but he's fouled. Take a look at the instant replay of that mid-range jumper by Josh Hartman as, boy, that touched just about every part of the rim on its way down. Manny Cabana now at the line, shooting 2. Off on the first. And he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Newman, Habibi pass to Hartman across half court, and they're gonna say he went over the half court line, and they're gonna say it wasn't touched by CSW. That's a backcourt violation. Inbound goes to Kukler. Kukler swings it over to Oxenberg. Oxenberg off a screen, gives to Cabana. Hands off, Kukler tries for 3. No good, rebound bounces over to Hartman. Alexis bringing it up, swings to Hartman. Hartman tries for 3, off the mark, caught by Polyansky. Throws it back out to Alexis, who tries for 3. No good, rebound by the Griffins. Long pass up to Kukler, who hits the layup in transition. 5-2, now the CSW lead. Alexis dribbling, throws it across to Dejean. Dejean up to the corner to Polyansky. Inside, knocked loose by Kukler, recovered, pass deflected and intercepted by Habibi. Habibi almost lost the ball. It's down on the floor, but Alexis recovers it, and a timeout is called by Pat Morelli. You know, one of the tough things about this gym at the Huntington YMCA is it's so small and it creates these really tight spaces both laterally and vertically because, as you can see, there's a very small amount of space between the three-point line and the half-court line. So it's very easy for defenders to defend very aggressively right by the half-court line and potentially force backcourt violations. And combine that with the fact that sideline to sideline is also a very short distance, so there's not a lot of space to move laterally to try and spread out the defense. To say nothing of how easy it is to run out of room in that corner. It's very small. You know, creating proper spacing in this gym is borderline impossible. That pass intercepted by Flores, and he gets fouled. Alexis tried to fool people with a tricky pass there, and it did not work. Flores walking it up, gives to Kukler on the wing. Kukler off a screen, gives out to Cabana. Cabana hands off to Flores, who tries for three, hits it. Brendan Flores with his first points of the day. Hartman gives to Alexis. Alexis running in, lost the ball. And it's picked up now by CSW. Pass goes up to Flores, knocked loose by Alexis, but couldn't be recovered. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Griffins. We got our first substitution for Newman, number 10, Staten Rhodes DePalm into the game, replacing Vion Alexis as he's got 2 personal fouls early. Flores chucks it up, miscommunicated entirely, and it's a free basket for Josh Hartman. The pass was thrown right as the player was cutting, and Hartman was able to take advantage and just chase that ball down for an easy layup. Flores off a screen, drives in and gets smothered, and they call a jump ball as Polyansky got his hands on it. Possession arrow is going to go to Newman since CSW won the opening tip-off. Now Habibi floats it across half court to Dejan, throws it up to DePalm, runs in, floater won't go. Gets his own rebound, fighting for it with Kukler, and Kukler forces the jump ball. Possession arrow now to CSW. 8-4, the Griffins lead the Cardinals. Flores gives to Kukler. Throws it down low to Junaidi. Junaidi won't hit the layup. Rebound by Habibi. Gives to Dejan, back to Habibi. Now over to Hartman. Hartman fakes, drives in, running floater is short. Rebound, no angle for the putback for Dejan, and it's recovered by Kukler. Running the fast break, layup is good. 4 points now for Sam Kukler. Dejan across half court, his pass blocked out of bounds by Manny Cabana. Habibi inbounds to Hartman, almost lost it, but picked it up off the floor, gives to DePalm. DePalm trying to muscle his way in, gets the shot off, gets it to go, and one. Staten Rhodes DePalm muscling his way through on that one. As you can see, not a lot of room there, but manages to fight his way through, nearly blocked, but gets the shot up. Off on the end one, 10-6, as Cabana collects the rebound and gets the pass away to Kukler. Throws it up to Oxenberg, into the corner to Flores, and Flores lost sight of the sideline. As I said, it's a tight sideline here at the Y. Subs for both sides. Number 11, Vion Alexis, back in the game for Newman, replacing Kelvin Habibi. And for CSW, number 42, Owen Ward into the game, replacing Ryan Junaidi. Alexis across half court to Hartman, but Hartman miscommunicates with DeJean out of bounds. Now Kukler walking it up for the Griffins, throws it up to Oxenberg. Oxenberg looking, goes up top to Cabana. Cabana kicks back out. Oxenberg tries for three, no good. Rebound tipped and won by Cabana, and Cabana hits the putback. 5 points now for Manny Cabana. He leads all scorers. DeJean trying to run his way through, but lost control of the ball, and it's taken away by Ward. Now given to Kukler, who chucks it up to Flores, gives it out, and Cabana for three off the mark. Rebound to Palm. Alexis brings it up fast, and he does travel. Took that extra step without getting rid of the ball, and it goes back to CSW. Inbound complete to Kukler. Kukler misses Flores. It goes right through his hands, and it will go right back to Newman. Just over 10 minutes on the clock here in the first half. Hartman with the ball, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Newman. Got to be careful of the trap on this tightly spaced court. Alexis with the ball at the top, goes inside to Polyansky. Polyansky looking around, gives to DeJean. DeJean runs in, hits traffic, kicks out to DePalm. DePalm looking around from the corner, needs somewhere to go, throws it out to Polyansky, across to Hartman. Hartman runs in, has a lane, layup won't go, and a miscommunication over the ball, but they save it, get it out to Alexis. Three ball is short. A chaotic play to say the least, but Newman, despite getting a couple of decent looks, could not get their shots to fall. Flores goes over to Cabana. Cabana to Ward, to Flores. Flores looking around, starts to drive, going in, and draws another foul. Brendan Flores has got a quick burst of speed on that dribble drive, so if he gets the slightest opening, he can blow past his defender and create that sideways position where it's hard not to commit a foul. Flores off on the first free throw as Kelvin Habibi checks back in for Newman, replacing Staten Rhodes to Palm. Flores 1 for 2 at the line. He's got 4 points as CSW leads 13-6. That pass somehow got through to DeJean. Kicks out to Hartman. Three ball won't go. Rebound Polyansky. Throws it out to Habibi. Habibi tries for three. No good. Rebound being fought for. Won by Cabana. Gets the pass away to Kukler. And Kukler taking off with it in transition. Pass to the corner. Flores again runs out of room on the sideline. And it'll be Newman ball. Substitution for CSW, number 1, Nathan New, into the game, replacing Gabe Oxenberg. Hartman pass across to Alexis. Alexis pass blocked, intercepted by Kukler. Kukler throws it across to Flores. Flores looking inside, intercepted by Hartman. To Polyansky, looking for DeJean. He picks it up off the floor, trying to escape the defense. Gives it out to Hartman, tries for three. No good. The three ball just not falling for Newman despite getting some decent looks. Kukler in transition, Euro step, no good, but draws the foul. Kukler will go to the line for 2. 8 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock here in the first half. Kukler hits the first of 2. And misses the second. Rebound collected by Polyansky. Throws it up quickly to Alexis. Alexis to Habibi, tries for three. And no good. No rim luck for the Cardinals on their 3 balls here in the first half. New looking around. Pass into traffic. Goes to the floor. And it's ultimately picked up by Ward. Gives it out to Kukler. Fighting through. Jumper won't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll be Newman ball. And a timeout is called by Newman. With 8 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock here in the first half, the score, Cambridge School of Weston 14, Newman School 6. CSW has so far gotten 5 points each from Sam Kukler and Manny Cabana, and 4 points from Brendan Flores. For Newman, 4 points from Josh Hartman and 2 from Staten Rhodes DePalm. And like I said, Newman has been getting some decent looks from outside, but their 3-point shots just are not falling here in the first half. And that's been kind of a tough thing for some of the Newman players is, you know, a number of them have the capacity to get hot from outside, but when their shots aren't falling, I mean, that's just kind of the story of basketball is, you know, sometimes if you live by the 3, you die by it as well. And so far, Newman just not having their shots fall for them so far. We'll see what kind of adjustments Newman might be able to make out of the timeout. Habibi throws it up to Dejan. Dejan getting trapped. Pass intercepted by Flores. Flores draws yet another foul, this one on Habibi. No shot on this foul. It'll be an inbound for CSW. As once again, Newman struggling, falling into that trap in the corner near half court. Inbound goes to Flores. Flores over to New. New gives to Ward and to Flores, fakes, now tries a long 2, no good. Rebound tips to Ward, putback won't go. Rebound by Habibi. Habibi throws it up to Hartman. Hartman tries a 3-ball and hits it. Josh Hartman keeping the offense afloat for Newman with 7 points here in the first half. Now Kukler gives to Cabana, hands off to Flores. Flores finds a lane, goes for a floater and hits it. Brendan Flores answers back, he's now got 6. Habibi looking around, gives to Alexis, throws it up through traffic, picked up by Ward, and a reach foul going to be called on Hartman. He was trying to force the jump ball. Pardon me. Trying to force the jump ball, but got more hand than ball on that one and was called for the foul. Flores to Kukler, off a screen, gives it to Ward. Perfect pick and roll there as Owen Ward scores off the pass from Kukler. Polyansky, a give and go at Dejan. Dejan misses the shot but pushes it back in on the putback. Emile Dejan with his first points of the day. Flores trying to answer from 3, no good. Rebound Habibi. Habibi gives to Alexis. Alexis to Dejan. Dejan throws up top. Habibi finds a lane, running in, layup, no good. Rebound Polyansky, put back, no good, but he gets fouled. We take a look back at a replay of the last bucket for Newman. A really textbook give-and-go play between Dejan and Polyansky, and Dejan not able to finish on the first shot, but no one around him. He's able to just tip it in. Pasha Polyansky now on the scoreboard as he hits the first of 2 free throws. Off on the second. Rebound ultimately collected by Cabana. Now Kukler gives it over to Flores. Flores sees a lane, but the ball's knocked loose and rolls out of bounds. Newman ball. Good disruption on the help defense by Vion Alexis to knock that ball loose. DeJean's pass kicked aside by Flores, and it will stay with the Cardinals. Hartman inbounds to Alexis. Alexis throws it up for Habibi, knocked loose, picked up by Flores. Layup won't go, but it's another foul. More trouble in the passing lanes for Newman. And Flores able to draw another defensive foul. As Flores hits the first of two. And he hits them both. Subbing in is Oxenberg for CSW, replacing Flores. Flores now with 8 points to lead all scorers after going 2 for 2 at the line. A desperate heave by Habibi is intercepted by Cabana. Given now to Kukler, who runs in, and his pass goes in and out of the hands of Nathan New as it goes back to Newman. Alexis up to Hartman. Hartman gets knocked over, and that will draw a foul call. Alexis now throws up to Habibi, getting trapped. Pass up to the corner to Polyansky. Tried to go around his back, but it's intercepted by Kukler. Kukler in transition, pass deflected but recovered by Oxenberg. Pass out to New, kicks out Oxenberg, foot on the line again. And another turnover gives the ball back to Newman. 20-12, the CSW lead as Alexis throws it up to Habibi. Habibi, pass gets to Hartman, tries for three, no good. Rebound, knocked back to Hartman, gives to Alexis. Alexis tries for three, no good. Rebound taken off the bounce by New, and New runs out of space on the sideline again. Inbound to Habibi. Off a screen. Has to hand off to DeJean, and DeJean ran out of room on the sideline. It can affect both teams. It's just a tight space here at the YMCA on Huntington Avenue. 5 minutes left in the half as New throws it up to Oxenberg, who tries for three and hits it. Habibi floats a pass, intercepted. Cabana pass, layup is good from Oxenberg, who's gotten a quick 5 points on the last couple possessions. Hartman quickly gives it back to Habibi, swings over to Alexis. Alexis trying to drive his way through, lost the ball, picked up by Kukler. Kukler on the fast break, goes up, no good. Rebound tipped, recovered by Junaidi. Junaidi throws it to nobody as he thought Oxenberg was cutting. That'll be another turnover to give it to Newman as a timeout is called. Point totals so far for Newman: 7 points from Josh Hartman, 2 each from Emile DeJean and Staten Rhodes DePalm, and 1 from Pasha Polyansky. For CSW, 8 points from Brendan Flores and 5 each from Sam Kukler, Manny Cabana, and Gabe Oxenberg, and 2 from Owen Ward. That makes it a 25-12 score in favor of the Griffins, with about 4.5 to go here in the first half. Hartman throws it up to DeJean, and DeJean gets fouled by Cabana. Ball will stay with Newman. You know, the other impact of this tight space on this court, aside from a lot of turnovers, is a lot of very physical play. Hartman looking around, gets the pass away to Alexis. Alexis off a screen, step back, three ball, no good. Rebound, tipped, collected by Hartman. Hartman backing down along the baseline, looking, pass out to the corner, Polyansky. Polyansky throws it up top through the hands of DeJean, saved by Hartman, but taken away by Cabana. Cabana throws up top to New. New spins off his defender, runs in, layup no good, disrupted by Polyansky. Rebound by Abby Degu, who's checked in. Now Hartman with the ball, gives to Alexis at the top. Alexis throws to the corner, Hartman for three, no good. Rebound tipped and collected by Cabana. Cabana battling, gets a pass away and it misses, out of bounds. New didn't realize he could come back across half court to get it because Cabana threw that from the back court. And so he lets that one fly out of bounds. Newman needs someone to inbound the ball. Alexis inbounds to Hartman, who throws it across to DeJean. Inside Degu, back to DeJean. DeJean throws back to Degu, now out to Hartman. Now gives to Alexis, inside Polyansky. Try to pass, it's blocked. Recovered by Kukler, knocked loose by Alexis. DeJean to Alexis, give and go. Intercepted, but taken back by DeJean, over to Degu, around to Alexis, tries for a three, no good. Rebound, Polyansky, throws it out to Degu, over to Hartman. Hartman tries for three, off the mark, gets his own rebound, put back won't go, but he draws the foul. You can see the absolute craziness we can get here in the tight spaces of the Huntington Y. And now Josh Hartman going to the line for two. Hits the first. Subbing in for CSW number 22, Mac Beatty. Replacing Manny Cabana. Hartman 2 for 2 at the line. He's now got 9 points and leads all scorers. Flores over to Oxenberg. Oxenberg gives to Junaidi. Junaidi hands off to Flores. Flores running in. Floater is in. Brendan Flores, the first player to hit double digits today. He's got 10 points here in the first half. Alexis and Hartman cannot connect on that pass. Another out-of-bounds turnover. Subbing back in for Newman is Staten Rhodes DePalm, replacing Abby Degu. Flores to Oxenberg. Oxenberg gonna try and open three, in and out. Rebound by DePalm, gives to Hartman. Hartman takes off running, fights his way, ripped loose by Flores. Flores now running in transition, throws it over to Oxenberg, who fakes, gives back to Flores, goes for the open three, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Beatty. Alexis up to Hartman, to Polyansky. Polyansky forced into a jump ball by Flores. Possession arrow to Newman. Alexis inbounds to Hartman, running through, layup, it won't go. And Polyansky couldn't get his hands on the offensive board. Out of bounds, CSW ball. Flores throws it up to Oxenberg. Oxenberg up top. Kukler running in, kicks out. Oxenberg gonna try for three, no good. Rebound, Polyansky. Polyansky gives it to Alexis. Alexis over to DeJean. DeJean running in, kicks out to Hartman, back up top to Alexis. Now over to DeJean. DeJean's pass blocked out of bounds by Oxenberg. 1:40 left to go here in the first half. Inbound goes to DePalm. DePalm to Hartman to DeJean. DeJean gives to DePalm. DePalm fighting through and stolen away by Junaidy. Junaidy fakes and hits the fast break layup. First points of the day for Ryan Junaidy, as it's again stolen away by the Griffins. Thrown inside to Oxenberg, and he hits the layup. Another quick string of points, and CSW now leads by 17. Hartman gets across half court to Alexis and misses his throw, looking for DeJean. It flies out of bounds. 59.4 seconds left in the half, as I believe that's Habibi who's checked back in, replacing DePalm. Flores throws it up to Oxenberg, again left wide open from three, and he takes advantage. Gabe Oxenberg now with 10 points here in the first half, as CSW leads by 20. Pass somehow gets through to DeJean, who tries a three and hits it. Oh no, they're gonna say it was a two. Emile DeJean now with 4 points. Pass goes to the corner. Junaidy, no good on the three ball. Rebound Flores, pass misses. Intended for Beatty, instead it'll go out of bounds. Actually, no, they did give 3 to DeJean on that one, my mistake. Hartman runs in, trying to fight through. Ball's knocked loose by Oxenberg, and it will stay with Newman. I thought I saw that the official had signaled a 2-pointer for DeJean, but right now they've got Newman with 17. Polyansky inbounds to Alexis, throws inside, deflected out by Oxenberg. 17.7 on the clock here in the first half. Inbound to DeJean. DeJean throws to Hartman, open for three. Can't hit this one. Rebound Flores. Flores chucks it up to Kukler. Kukler fighting in, kicks out. A three ball, no good from Beatty. And it's saved in bounds by Junaidy. Flores tried to chuck one, but wouldn't go. And that will be halftime. Our score at the half: the Cambridge School of Weston Griffins 34, the Newman School Cardinals 17. Individual point totals at the half for CSW: 10 points each from Brendan Flores and Gabe Oxenberg, 5 points each from Sam Kukler and Manny Cabana, and 2 points each from Ryan Junaidy and Owen Ward. For Newman, 9 points from Josh Hartman, 5 points from Emile DeJean, who hit this three ball for the last made bucket of the half for Newman. And then 2 points from Staten Rhodes DePalm and 1 from Pasha Polyansky. Well, during this halftime break, I'm gonna take a break myself and mute the mic, but I'll be back with the second half of this ball game. Stay tuned. Hello again, everybody. Back on the mic, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from the YMCA on Huntington Avenue in Boston, Massachusetts. We're getting ready to start the second half of this high school varsity boys basketball contest between the Newman School Cardinals and the Cambridge School of Weston Griffins. The visiting Griffins holding a 34-17 lead as we now begin the second half. CSW at the first possession. Up top, Gabe Oxenberg swings it over to Brendan Flores. Up top, Sam Kukler. Now over to Oxenberg on the wing, picked loose, bounces out of bounds, and it'll stay with CSW as Josh Hartman knocked that one loose. Flores with the ball, swings over to Kukler, now over to Oxenberg. Over to Flores on the wing. Pass deflected by Hartman. Picked up by Vion Alexis. Throws it up to Hartman. Fast break layup. Missed it. Rebound by Ryan Junaidi. He throws it up to Oxenberg, who walks it up now. Gives over to Kukler. Kukler running inside. Blocked by Pasha Polyansky as that one bounces out of bounds. Last touched by CSW. Alexis pass intercepted by Flores. Now hands off to Junaidi, gives over to Kukler, back up top to Flores. Back over to Kukler, swinging it around the perimeter. Back up top to Kukler, back over to Flores into the corner, and Manny Cabana ran out of room along that tight sideline, out of bounds Newman ball. Alexis throws it up to Emile Dejean, gives to Hartman, throws to the corner. Polyansky steps back, tries a shot, no good. Rebound by Cabana. Now walking it up is Kukler. Kukler over to Flores. Up top, Oxenberg. Now over to Kukler. Looking around, up top, Flores around the perimeter. Running inside is Oxenberg for a layup. 12 points now for Gabe Oxenberg. He leads all scorers. Newman gets across half court. Dejean hands off to Calvin Habibi. Gives it back to Dejean. Dejean off a screen, tries for three. No good. Rebound tips to the outside. Alexis saves it in bounds, but it's recovered by Kukler. Throws it up to Oxenberg, who hits the transition layup. Alexis throws it through to Dejean. Dejean knocked away from behind by Kukler, picked up by Junaidi, throws it up to Kukler. Kukler misses the fast break lay-in. Rebound tipped all over the place, picked up by Cabana. Throws it out to Junaidi, up top to Flores, tries for three, and hits it. Brendan Flores now with 13 points as another pass intercepted. Kukler going inside and is fouled. Kukler hits the first of two. 8 unanswered points to start the second half for the Griffins as Staten Rhodes DePalm checks in, replacing Vion Alexis. Kukler hits both free throws, and it's now a 9-0 run inside the first 2.5 minutes of the second half for the Griffins, as a timeout is called by Newman. Jim Hartman in the live chat saying it was a tough first half for Newman, and saying they will tighten it up after the half and get back into it. And well, it looked like they had tightened it up the first couple of defensive possessions, being able to force some turnovers. But again, the Cardinals struggles to get across half court offensively. And then when they do, their struggles to find openings has just continued to plague them. And CSW playing full court defense on this smaller court able to create a lot of transition plays that get them some higher percentage looks. Hartman barely gets the pass away without traveling, gets it to Dejean. Dejean swarmed by defenders, somehow gets it away to Habibi. Habibi looking around, hands off to Dejean. Dejean back to Habibi, tries contested three, won't go, saved by Polyansky, but it goes right back to Flores, who touches it up to Oxenberg, who hits the fast break layup. 16 points now for Oxenberg. Polyansky throws it across to Dejean, tries a contested three, won't go, rebound Kukler. Kukler throws it up to Cabana. Thought about the shot, but throws it back to Kukler. Across to Flores. Flores hits the three-pointer. 16 points now for Flores. 48-17 as Habibi throws it up to Polyansky, gives to Hartman. Hartman tries for three, won't go. Rebound by Kukler, throws up to Flores. Extra pass to Oxenberg. And CSW absolutely dominating this second half so far, outscoring Newman 16-0 through the first 3.5 minutes of the second half. And you can see CSW just feeling all the momentum and firing on all cylinders right now. Oxenberg and Flores especially, two players combining for 34 points so far this game. And you could feel the desperation start to set in for Newman offensively as they were starting to just try and chuck up the first semi-decent three-pointer they could find. You know, but that's just what happens when that scoring gap just starts looking more and more brutal, is you start rushing things, you start getting desperate, and then things just get worse. Out of the timeout, CSW backing off the press as Alexis walks it up, gives to Hartman. Inside Polyansky, gives out to Alexis. Alexis to Hartman, to Dejean, to Hartman, over to DePalm. DePalm runs in, left-hander, no good. Dejean, the offensive board, running along the baseline, kicks it out to Alexis. Swung over to Hartman. Hartman trying to direct traffic, gives to DePalm. DePalm trying to fight inside, shot is short. Rebound by Flores. Flores gives over to Nathan New, who's in the game, gives over to Oxenberg, and Oxenberg now with 21 points after hitting that three-pointer. Alexis needs someone to inbound to, gives to Dejean, who gives back to Alexis. Off the screen, pass to Hartman on the roll, out to Dejean. Dejean on the wing and needs an outlet, gives to Alexis. Throws it out, Polyansky thought about the shot, now tries the shot, no good. Rebound DePalm. DePalm fighting through, putback won't go. Rebound by Cabana, throws it up to Flores, running the fast break, blocked by Alexis, out of bounds. Flores looking around, pass blocked by Polyansky. Flores recovers it himself in the corner. Pass through traffic to Owen Ward, blocked from behind by Alexis, and it will stay with CSW. Inbound, and Cabana hits the layup. Manny Cabana now at 7 points today. Hartman throws it up to Polyansky, back out to Hartman, inside to Palm. Turnaround shot won't go. Rebound by Ward. And New now bringing it up, gives to Flores, inside Cabana. Pass intercepted, Polyansky running with it. Pass gets up to Dejan. Dejan turnaround, jumper, no good. Rebound Oxenberg. New bringing it up again for the Griffins. Gives to Oxenberg, tries for three again, hits it again. 24 points now for Gabe Oxenberg as CSW now leads by 41. DePalm tries a baseline jumper, no good. Rebound Flores. Flores throws it up to Oxenberg, knocked back, but right back to Flores. A three ball is off the mark. Rebound Alexis. Alexis in transition, trying to run with it. Has to slow down as nothing opened up. Gives over to Hartman now. Now to Polyansky. Looking. Pass back out to Alexis. Alexis is fouled. Foul called on Oxenberg. Substitution for CSW, Ryan Junaidi replacing Manny Cabana. Hartman off a screen, hands off to Polyansky. Goes down low to Habibi, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound collected by Hartman, putback is good. Josh Hartman, the first Newman player to reach double digits. He's got 11 as a timeout is called. Newman finally gets their first basket of the second half, putting an end to a 24-0 run that CSW opened the second half with. Again, last time these two faced off, the final score was 51-34. CSW has already passed their scoring mark from the last time they faced Newman back in the Griffin Goblet tournament. And meanwhile, Newman was on pace to match their 34-point total from the last time they faced CSW, but just 2 points through the first 6 minutes and 18 seconds of the second half. Out of the timeout, New facing a full court press, breaks the press, gets it up to Ward, given back to Oxenberg, tries for three again, no good this time. Rebound chased down by Polyansky, but he couldn't save it in bounds. And it will be CSW ball. New inbounds, quick three ball from Flores, no good. Rebound tips out of bounds, Newman ball. Alexis walks it up, gives to Habibi. Habibi gonna try for three, no good. Rebound tipped. Polyansky saves it, gets it out to Habibi, gives to Hartman. Hartman off a screen, tries for three, off the mark. Rebound chased down by Polyansky, trying to save it, and just gets thrown out of bounds. Too many Newman players in the same vicinity trying to get that ball, and it's just lost out of bounds. Inbound to Flores. Flores walks it up. Looking around, pass over to New. New gives to Flores. Now over to Junaidi. Gives it to Kukler. Over to New. Now over to Ward. Pass to Kukler, knocked loose and taken away by Alexis. Running the fast break, Alexis pass gets through. DeJean is blocked, but not cleanly, and he will go to the line. Oh, we've got an injured player down. That's Emile DeJean. Ooh, coming up, limping off the floor. Looks like it might have been an ankle. But he's going to have to sub out, and Abby Degu will sub in his place, and someone is going to have to take his free throws as he was fouled on a shot there. They'll send Josh Hartman to take the free throws. And Hartman hits the first of two. And Hartman 2 for 2 at the line. He's got 13 points now. Kukler inbound, stolen by Polyansky, tries to throw it, tipped out of bounds, Newman ball. Habibi off the screen, looking around, miscommunicates with Polyansky. Another case of passing right as your teammate cuts. And a timeout is called by CSW with 8 minutes and 17 seconds to go. Josh Hartman having a decent day offensively with 13 points, but the rest of his team amassing just 8 as CSW dominating on the scoreboard so far with 58 points, 40 of them coming from the combination of Gabe Oxenberg and Brendan Flores. Oxenberg with 24, Flores with 16. What? Fortes? Oh. I just missed it. You're right. Okay, appears I actually misread a name on the roster, so I've been saying it wrong this whole time. That's my mistake, but like I said, I don't mind being corrected so I can get it right the rest of the way. It's Brendan Fortes, not Flores. I think I saw the OR and the ES, and my brain just filled in an L that wasn't there. That's my mistake. So this is Kukler with the ball. Oh, Hartman got hit in the face as Fortes kicks it out, and they swing it around, try a corner three, no good. Rebound taken off a couple deflections by DeJean, and now Hartman has to come out due to injury. I mean, at least Emile DeJean is back in the game, but right as he comes back in, Abby Degu again has to check in for an injured Cardinal as Hartman seemed like he got hit in the eye or the nose or something. I think he might have got poked in the eye. So he's taking a bit of a break. Hopefully able to come back soon. Alexis with the ball, looking for a passing option. Gives it to Habibi. Habibi in the corner, pass deflected, lost out of bounds, Newman ball. Polyansky inbounds. Alexis tries for three, no good. Rebound, Junaidi. Knocked away from behind by Degu. Going to the floor, Junaidi tries a pass, and it deflects back to Fortes. Fortes swings it over to New. Pass inside, deflected away by Polyansky, but picked up by Ward. Passed over to Junaidi. No good on the three. Put back from Ward, no good, and a foul is called. This will be Owen Ward at the line. Misses the first. And as expected, Josh Hartman back in the game after nursing that eye poke for a bit. He's back in the game. Ward goes 1 for 2 at the line. He's got 3. Habibi with 7 minutes to go in this one. Dribbling around, looking. Gives out to Alexis. Throws to the corner, Hartman. Looking, pass intercepted by New. New, pass disrupted by Dijan, and that's going to be a foul. Now subbing back in is Mac Beatty. Fortes looking for the inbound, and it's juggled but gets to Junaidi. Kicks it out to New, to the corner. Fortes running in, pass out to Junaidi. In and out on the mid-range, rebound by Beatty. Kicks it out to Fortes. Fortes fakes, runs in, layup won't go. Rebound Junaidi, put back, no good. Rebound tips to Habibi. Habibi throws up to Hartman, and Hartman travels. Trying to maneuver around the defense, but never got his dribble down. Fortes bringing it up, throws it over to New. New sees a lane, pass intercepted by Habibi. Habibi trying to take off on the fast break and fouled before the shot. It will stay with Newman. And we're going to get another timeout called. (59-21), the CSW lead over Newman with 6 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in the second half. Individual point totals so far. For Newman, Josh Hartman with 13 points, Emil Dejan with 5, Staten Rhodes DePalm with 2, Pasha Polyansky with 1. For CSW, Gabe Oxenberg with 24, Brendan Fortes with 16, Sam Kukler and Manny Cabana with 7 each, Owen Ward with 3, Ryan Junaidi with 2. Inbound to Alexis, gives to Hartman, back to Alexis, and back to Hartman. Back and knocked away by Kukler, and Alexis just going to box him out and let that roll out of bounds. Alexis throws it over to Hartman, and Hartman gets fouled on the reach by Junaidi. Alexis walking it up again. Gives it to Habibi. Habibi didn't see the open roll, gives to Hartman, tries for 3, no good. Rebound Polyansky, turnaround shot goes in. Pasha Polyansky now with 3 points. His first made shot from the field. Pass gets to Junaidi. That pass disrupted, stolen by Hartman. Hartman running the fast break, goes up, no good, draws the foul. Good positioning by Polyansky on the rebound, and then just able to use his height to make that layup go. Now Josh Hartman going to the line for 2. Hits the first. Abby Daegu checking back in for Newman, replacing Kelvin Habibi. And Hartman goes 1 for 2 at the line. He's got 14 points. Dribbling with it now, number 12, Siki Wang. Pass to the corner. Beatty throws inside. Junaidi open for the layup. 4 points now for Ryan Junaidi. Off a screen, Dejan gives to Polyansky. Throws inside, Dejan, layup is good. Emile Dejan now at 7 points. As we got a foul, that's going to be called against Hartman. A little too physical defending Kukler there. Off the inbound, Wang throws it up to Fortes. Fortes runs in, passes. Beatty's pass intercepted by Hartman. And it's lost out of bounds. It'll be CSW ball. That was a hard thud as Polyansky fell to the floor, but he gets up unscathed. Kukler recovers the ball, gets it across half court. Evades the steal, goes inside, pass out to Wang. Now to Junaidi. Junaidi gonna try for 3, no good. And Beatty can't save it inbounds. It'll be Newman ball. Alexis gives to Hartman. Hartman to Dejan. Dejan, step back 3 ball, no good. Rebound collected by Fortes. Fortes throws it up to Junaidi, across Beatty. Layup won't go. Good defense by Polyansky down low. Rebound Dejan throws it up to Alexis. Alexis misses the layup, and a battle for the rebound results in a jump ball as Dejan got his hands on that one. Polyansky looking around for an inbound option, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Newman. Tight defense by Wang on that play. Polyansky manages to float it out to Dejan, tries a step back 3, no good. Rebound Hartman, he tries for 3, no good. Rebound by Wang. Throws it up to Junaidi. Junaidi in transition, in and out. Putback is good from Mac Beatty. First points of the day for Beatty. Dejan off a screen, throws it across to Hartman, to Daegu, back to Hartman, inside Alexis. Almost stolen, but Hartman recovers it. Now Hartman lost it, taken away by Kukler. Kukler with the ball. Looking around, throws inside Junaidi. Waits and puts up the shot. 6 points now for Junaidi as CSW leads by 39. Dejan gives to Daegu, back to Dejan. Now to Hartman, over to Polyansky. Pass complete to Dejan. Dejan lost it, but it's recovered by Daegu. Throws it up top, Polyansky. Polyansky throws it, complete to Daegu, who hands off to Dejan, who tries for 3, no good. Rebound Daegu, spin around, putback is good. Crowd happy to see Abby Daegu get a basket off the bench there. Fortes with the ball, 2 minutes to go. Gives it to Wang. Wang off the screen, gives to Junaidi. Junaidi hands off to Fortes. Fortes had his pocket picked, but not cleanly, as Alexis just a little too physical there. And now a couple of subs checking in for Newman. Staten Rhodes, DePalm, and Eli Litton in the game, replacing Dejan and Daegu. Wang throws inside Junaidi. Junaidi pass, ricochets all over the place. Picked up off the floor by CSW. They go inside. Beatty didn't know where to throw that one, and it's taken away by DePalm. Throws it up to Alexis. Alexis kicks out Polyansky for three, hits it. Pasha Polyansky now with 6 points here in his senior day game. Running up with it, Kukler lays it up and in. 9 points now for Kukler as Hartman sprints with it. Pass misses Polyansky. Not backcourt as it was deflected by CSW. Polyansky throws it up to Hartman, goes to DePalm. DePalm puts up a shot, banks it in. Newman finding some buckets late as a timeout is called with a minute 5, or no, not a timeout, substitution rather. This is New giving it to Wang. Wang hands off to New. New, pass to Beatty, over to Junaidi, across to number 25, Dingjia Zhao. Now this is New running in, past Junaidi. Junaidi fighting through for the layup. 8 points now for Ryan Junaidi. Alexis trying to drive, lost the ball. Defensive foul is called on New. So Newman will keep the ball. Inbound, Alexis tries for three, no good. Rebound, DePalm. DePalm throws it to Hartman. Hartman tries for three, and Hartman hits it. 17 points now for Hartman. Throws it up to Zhao. Zhao throws it over to Junaidi, who hands off to Wang. Throws it to New. New runs in. Reach foul called with 12.2 seconds left. (69-36) with just 12 seconds left to play. That inbound deflected, but collected by Xiao. Xiao trying to hold it, pass complete to Wang, and Junaidi is just gonna hold it as the remaining seconds will tick off the clock. The final score here at the YMCA on Huntington Avenue. The Cambridge School of Weston Griffins 69, the Newman School Cardinals 36. CSW's record improves to 12-3, while Newman's falls to 4-7. Individual point totals for CSW: Gabe Oxenberg with 24 points, Brendan Fortes with 16, Sam Kukler with 9, Ryan Junaidi with 8, Manny Cabana with 7, Owen Ward with 3, Mac Beatty with 2. And for Newman, Josh Hartman with 17, Emil Dejan with 7, Pasha Polyansky with 6, Staten Rhodes DePalm with 4, and Abby Daegu with 2. Well, that is going to do it for this one. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Remember, if you enjoyed this broadcast, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back here at the Y tomorrow for the Newman School girls basketball senior day game against Commonwealth School. That game also scheduled for a 3:30 start. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Subscribing to the channel can help. One last note in the live chat from Jim Hartman. Great job as always, Jesse. Thanks for sharing your skills. Thank you for the kind words, Jim. Always appreciate it. And remember, if there's anything you'd like to say, folks, after the live stream is over, you can say it in the comments section down below. You can also go down below to the description section of the video where you can find some more information about me, some of the links that you can also see on the bottom right corner of your screen. My personal website, jessesports.com, where you can find out more about me, the freelance sports broadcasting services that I provide to various teams, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team. Or if you want to skip past all that, you can email me directly with any questions, requests, or comments you may have. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook, where I post highlights from previous live streams. But for this live stream, that's going to do it. CSW 69, Newman 36. From the YMCA on Huntington Avenue in Boston, Massachusetts, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.